I got this new show called NFL Quarterback. It's about 8 episodes, 50 minutes apiece. Let's get started with episode 1. So we basically get the information on 3 different quarterbacks' lives. Patrick Mahomes, who plays for the Kansas City Chiefs. Kirk Cousins, who plays for the Minnesota Vikings. And Marcus Mariota, who's playing for the Atlanta Falcons. Now this shows Patrick Mahomes with his wife, and she's about to have a baby or whatever like that. They start explaining this situation of how they got together, and while she's explaining it, all of a sudden you can hear Patrick Mahomes in the background chasing after his dogs. Yeah, she was about to have a baby girl, but at the time I think she was like 6 or 7 months pregnant. Now I think they showed them play like the first 4 games of the season, whatever like that. The Chiefs ended up losing to the Colts. They were just like, really? Then he came back and beat his arch nemesis Tom Brady, who was playing for Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the time. Then of course they showed the rivalry game when he was playing against the Raiders, and obviously Max Crosby was giving them problems until he got turned up and threw Travis Kelce 4 TDs in that game, giving the business. Now let's talk about Kirk Cousins. Honestly, I found a newfound respect for him. And they came out and laid that smacked down their arch nemesis, the Packers, in week 1. He talks about his wife dresses him all the time, putting on these like regular like button-up shirts. They're pretty much very easygoing. He's like, I'm a very boring person. He's like, we still shop at like Sam's Club and like Target and stuff. And he's definitely been saving his money, considering this guy's like the fucking master salesman when it comes to franchise tagging. Now, we know he all started in Washington, you know what I'm saying? Whether they were Washington Commanders, football team, Redskins, who the hell knows anymore? Bottom line, he went from there to the Minnesota Vikings, and that became his home for real. And in week 2, the Philadelphia Eagles punked them out. I think after that, the Vikings won like 11 straight games, so they were like, 13-3 towards the end of the season? Yeah, that's right, they made their comeback on the Lions. They ended up beating them 28-24. I think they scored like the last 15 seconds of the game. It was crazy. Now let's talk about Marcus Mariota. His journey is different. He did what he could for like 5 years with Tennessee Titans, you know what I'm saying? Then he sat under like the Las Vegas Raiders for a couple years, and now he's with the Atlanta Falcons. Oh, and his wife is pregnant too. I think he was supposed to have a little girl. Now he's thinking to himself, I gotta go all the way to Atlanta, but he has a couple of his coaches or whatever like that were stationed down there too, so he didn't feel completely alone. And he's taking over the position that recently belonged to one of the greatest Falcons players of all time, Matt Ryan. It's like crazy, statistic-wise anyway. And on top of that, they ended up picking up a 3rd round, drafted another quarterback by the name of Desmond Ridder. Yeah, that guy that came from Cincinnati Bearcats in college, yeah. So week 1, they were supposed to be playing the Saints or whatever like that, and it was on a good little roll or whatever until like one of the final plays. The crazy thing is Marcus Mariota fumbled the ball. They only needed 1 yard. They weren't able to get it. So basically, at 4th down, the Saints ended up getting the ball back. They ended up beating them 34-31. It's like, what? No, it was 31-30. My bad. Yeah, that shit was wild. Now, they didn't really talk a whole bunch about Marcus Mariota in the first episode. There was a lot more about Patrick Mahomes and Kirk Cousins. But yeah, I'm definitely going to check out all the episodes. Like I said, it's 8 episodes, 45 to 50 minutes apiece. Quarterback on Netflix. Check it out.